Hi everyone, welcome back to another investing with Pokemon video. So, sorry, apologise for the camera if it's a bit shaky. I don't actually have my tripod with me. It's away in storage. It's a long story, but I thought we'd go over some recent investments that, well, I say recent. It's been a couple of years on some more modern stuff, things that I've found, and what I've bought over the years. So I think first we'll go through some of the booster boxes, the current market price, the values that they're fetching. I haven't actually checked the sold listings, so I do apologise while making this video. But I thought it'd be quite interesting because doing a little bit of research before this video, I was absolutely gobsmacked by the price increases recently for some of this product, which, again, a great investment. Now, guys, when investing in Pokemon or investing in anything, it is all speculative. It means we're guessing that the future of this product is going to increase in value over time. And the idea is that as these sealed products get opened up, there is less availability. Therefore, there is a demand that needs to be met. But to meet that demand, people want a higher premium price. So as there's more scarcity for these products, the higher the price will be for you to own this product, because Pokemon only print so much, and we've seen in the past where they've absolutely messed that up with the Roaring Skies reprint, which I can understand why they did that. There was a card in there that they wanted people to have, but it wasn't available. So they reprinted, even though they said it wasn't going to reprint, and it tanked the price to oblivion. So with Roaring Skies, the backstory is they released a set, it ran out of print. There was a Shaman card in there that was super popular and playable. That price of that card shot up to £60-70. Then the booster box itself shot up to £300. Then it got reprinted and it absolutely tanked to about £60. And I think you can still pick them up for about £80 to £90 now for Roaring Skies. So that's, again, it was a speculative. People bought it hoping that it would go back to those kind of prices, but it never did. So Pokemon kind of sorted themselves out and realized that after the initial Pokemon Go era, where it brought a lot of new people back to Pokemon around 2016 time, yeah, it's actually been 4 years, can you believe it, that people were buying product again. But eventually what happened is they got to a point where they released Crimson Invasion, which was a bit of a disaster set. They overprinted, there was no demand for it, the cards were not great in the set, not very playable, not very interesting, and it absolutely tanked. So from that overprinting, what they did is they pulled it right back to a set amount. Once it was gone, it was gone. So here we are today with some of the things that I've bought in the past, speculatively, mostly to open on the channel at some point or other, but now it's more turned into an investment. So we'll start with I do apologise, strange, like my current situation is not great, but we're filming in the bedroom, so I do apologise. But first we have Forbidden Light. Now this hasn't gone up too much in terms of price. This is retailing about £140 on eBay right now. Again, it was quite well printed, so the demand for it was quite well received, so there is still quite a bit on the market, and it's about 140. So the last time I checked, and this is one of the sets that didn't get a reprint and was very short supply, is Ultra Prism. Now you can still get Ultra Prism booster packs in certain products. There's still a few little triple blisters and single blisters available. People are actually making booster boxes of 36 packs and sending them out to people, but they're not a legitimate booster box. So when I last checked, this was very rare to get on eBay. It was, when I first checked, it shot up to 150, then it went to 200, then it went to 250, and that's when I stopped checking. And then there's been less and less and less on eBay. At one point I couldn't even find any on there, so I could only speculate that the prices would increase a bit more. So I was expecting this to be about £300 by now. And I just checked before this video, and people are asking £400 to £450 for this booster box. Now, I only paid £80 or £90 for this originally. I actually bought two. One I opened and sold the cards out at a Pokemon store that I was running at a toy fair. So this has just been an absolute incredible purchase, really. Definitely impressed with how that's been a return on investment, assuming that I sell, which, you know, I like to hold things for a long time, and I'll explain a bit more in a second about that. So this has just been an incredible purchase. Definitely going to keep it sealed, definitely going to keep it on as in my collection for now, and just see where the price goes on that. As I said, last time I checked, maybe 3, 4, 6 months ago, something like that, they were fetching between 200 250. I would expected the prices to shoot up to about 300. Now it's at like 400 to 450. I saw someone in Australia was actually trying to ask 500 for this box. You know, whether they get that or not, I don't know. But as people buy these and open them, there is less and less on the market. Again, the same with everything. So a base set, Team Rocket, everything like that. There's price increases have been like thousands in the past 2 years. They were retailing around 2,400 for Team Rocket set. Now it's at about 4,000, 4,500 kind of price range. So there's speculation there that I invested in these. I bought them, planning to open them. I kept them sealed, which has paid off. So let's move on to Hidden Fates. Again, I bought these two boxes when they were released because I tried to get hold of them from a retailer online, and they completely sold out of pre-order, and there was just no chance of getting them. So I had to pay a little bit more than the retail price, which was around £45. And I paid about £50 to £55 for these off a seller on eBay. And this was pre-release as well, so they were taking pre-orders. So I bought these for about £50, £55 each. So they were about £100 for the pair. So I kept refreshing to see what prices they fetch over time. And at one point they were worth £100 each, which I think is an incredible value to start with. That basically means I doubled what I invested. So one box would pay for the both that I paid for. So I'd have one would recover my cost, and then one would be my profit, which is a great investment. Now I've just checked, and again I'm absolutely blown away by this because I hadn't checked recently, but people are asking 200 a box. I mean, that to me is absolutely insane. 200 for a box is just crazy. I mean, that's like if I sold both, that's 4 times what my investment. So I get 300 in return, which for my £100 investment, that is just absolutely crazy. Again, guys, I'm just an average person. You know, I don't have a huge amount of money. I don't invest a lot of it in Pokemon. You know, we all have rent, bills, everything like that to pay. I like sets. I like the idea of things. I choose things that I feel is going to be sort of beneficial for me to hold on to over a long period of time. Now, we know that there is a shining secret rare Charizard in these sets, so obviously my speculation was that's going to be worth something in the future. Ultra Prism, absolutely no idea that was going to go up in price. That literally was just a case of buying 2 booster boxes, one to open to sell the cards and the booster packs for a shop that I ran at a stall at a toy fair, and the rest was, this one was supposed to be for opening on the YouTube channel, and I never did, never got around to it, which I'm quite glad I didn't. But you know, it's definitely one of those things. I had no idea it would go up in price. I just didn't have a clue. So again, it's all speculative, guys. You just got to pick something that you really think is going to be a good investment, something that you're going to enjoy holding on to for the future. Again, it's all about long-term strategy. It's about, just like you would invest in a stock market. You expect the business over time to increase in value, earn more money, grow and increase profits. This is the same. We're speculating that buying this, I think over time this is going to go up in price, and it has, and it's been incredible. Again, I don't know if I'll sell it or hold on to it. My situation in a minute is I don't really need to sell this, so I might just hold on and see where the market goes. Again, with all of this product, I will probably just hold on to it until I get to a point where I really need to sell it. So that's Hidden Fates, incredible price again, 200 a box. We've got 400 a box over here. Some other investments that I purchased. I bought this in 2017. This Blastoise is the base set holo. It's unlimited, PSA 9, and I bought it for £40. Now, that's reasonably cheap. At the time, the market was a bit strange. It kind of went up in price. They were fetching between £60 to £80 on eBay at the time in 2017, like early 2017 time. And what happened is the price suddenly tanked a little bit, and they were fetching, fetching about £60 for this. So I offered the person I bought this off for £40, as I bought some other cards, which was the Hyper Rare Charizard and the some Cynthias from the Ultra Prism set, which is kind of where the price comes from. So I bought this for £40. He was happy with that. So I looked recently, and I don't know what's gone on with recent Pokemon. The rate of inflation is incredible. This has gone from what I paid £40. The market price was around £60 to £80. But the demand for this now is closer to £400 for this one card. Now that's 10 times my investment. Now, that's just absolutely mind-blowing. I just can't believe how much that's worth. I just can't believe how much it's increased in value. Again, another incredible investment. At the time, I had no idea it'd go up in price. At the time, the price was dropping. It was worth about £60 at market value. I offered 40 with the idea that it might drop to 40, and then I could, keep hold of it and for a longer period of time, and hopefully the market would rebound on this. And it kind of has, and it's gone beyond what I expected. Normally you'd expect it to maybe double every 2 to 5 years, maybe even longer, depending on demand. It might have completely tanked. It could have gone to zero, but it's gone up in price. So, in front of me I've got probably about £1,000 worth of product, at which point I've never I've not spent that remotely that much on it either. So what, we got 100 for those, 40, and then probably about 220 to 40 for the higher end product here that's gone up in value. This is going to end up being another long video. I do apologize. I just keep talking and waffling on, but I'll just go over some other purchases quite quickly. I found this in a charity shop. This is Pokemon Gold for the Game Boy Color. I found this for £15. It's complete. It's got all of the instructions and stuff inside. So that sells for around what, 60 to 80 pounds. I'm thinking the sticker might devalue it a little bit, but I'm not going to take it off because I don't want to ruin the artwork. But that was quite a recent purchase. That was just before we had this pandemic. So again, that was just a really good find in a charity shop at the time, and it's not been a long-term investment to see a quick return. I will just be holding on to it though, because I think over time it will go up in value. So just to end this video, because I'm waffling on a little bit too much now, is we're going to have a quick talk about this, which is Buddy Fight. This is a booster box. This is the first booster box from the set, and these were very, very cheap, and I bought these from a retailer for about £6 a box. I bought 5 boxes. Was it 5 boxes? Around about 5 boxes. So it cost me about 30 quid. And I thought it was about £6 a box. I was like, yeah, you know what, I'll give it a go and see if I can flip them. And then I saw someone on eBay was selling 9 of these, and then a bunch of other booster boxes. So there's other ones in the set, which is Dragon Chief and Cyber Ninja, and there's one more, Drums Adventure. And he was selling about 15 boxes for about £60. And I was like, well, that only makes them £3 a box. I was like, that sounds like a good deal to me. So I bought them, and I held them for a little bit. But here's the thing, guys. I was willing to hold on to these booster boxes for as long as it takes for me to make some money off them. So I actually sold all of these boxes. Well, I've kept a couple for myself. I sold these boxes for £18 a box. So as you can see, that is a huge, huge profit for me, selling, what, 15, 16, 17, no, yeah, probably about 20, 21 boxes. I've kept a couple for myself, so about 19 boxes. I've sold for absolute huge profit when it breaks down to about £3 a box, and then £6 for a box for the retail ones I bought. So again, that was a quick flip, really. I would have waited. I would have waited on this for years and years and years if it had to, you know. But it paid off. So that's the thing, guys. You've got to buy these things and hope over time they're going to go up in value. I mean, these could have gone absolutely nowhere. There could have been no value in them whatsoever. People might not have wanted them, might not have bought them. It is a Japanese card game. This is the English version, and they're all English versions. But there was a little bit of a demand for it, and I managed to sell pretty much all of my stock, and I made a really nice profit on it. So there you go, guys. I hope that was another insight into buying Pokemon. I am just like you. I will buy little bits here and there. I'm not a huge investor. I don't have tons of money to invest in this kind of thing. I just pick and choose what I think is going to go up in value over time. And if it doesn't, then, you know, hard luck. It is what it is. But just buy what you're going to enjoy as well, guys. Don't just think, oh well, I'm going to buy this because I think it's going to make me £1 million in 5 years. Don't think of it like that. Think of it as, well, if this box didn't go anywhere and this box didn't go anywhere, then at the end of the day, I could open these and try and hunt for a secret rare Charizard. Then I could open it on YouTube and have a bit more fun with it. If they tanked completely, there's that fallback, and I would enjoy opening them, but not as much as I'd enjoy the money that might come from them in the future. But the same with all of these, like these booster boxes, you know, they could have tanked completely and not gone up in value whatsoever. So it means I could have just opened them and enjoyed the cards, sold the cards, I could have played with them, I don't know. So the only thing that is more investment for the future would have been this, because it's a PSA graded card. Therefore, the idea would be that I want to keep it in pristine condition, and that in the future it would return me a profit from what I paid. Again, with this, you know, I've got a Game Boy Advanced. I could easily have just put that cartridge in and play the game. So again, I've not really lost anything because I can have the enjoyment of playing the game. So There you go, guys. That's a roundup of some more Pokemon investment. Let me know if you've got any questions or anything you'd want me to talk about. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys.